internet! So today I'm going to be reacting to the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I really like this show and it seems really interesting. And yeah, so just seeing like the art style, seeing the first opening, which I made a video about, I think it's going to be something I really enjoy, and just also hearing kind of the hype people have said behind it. I just haven't gotten around yet to watching it. So kind of what I think of the show right now are things that I think I already know. I know there's the pink-haired guy who eats a finger and then turns into the bad guy that's him with a bunch of mouths and stuff. Now, I don't know why he eats the finger. I don't know if he's actually that hungry, because I think I've seen memes about that, but that might be a joke. Or if he eats it not knowing what it is, or if it's one of those comedic things that it's just gonna like fly into his mouth or something like that. I don't know, so I'm interested to see what's up with that. And then also, I don't know if they're like two separate bodies or if it's like a stereotypical possession where it's like at some points he's in control, like the original pink-haired guy versus the Sukuna or the evil dude. I also know that the blue-haired guy's name is Megumi. He seems cool from just pictures I've seen. I'm interested to see what his power is going to be. And that's another thing. I don't really know what the power system is or what's going on, so I'm really interested, as with any anime, to see what's going on with that. Megumi might also end up being a favorite character of mine, but also I've seen the guy who has like curse speech or something like that. He seems interesting. I don't really know why, but sometimes even before I watch a show, I'll see a character and I kind of just get a vibe that they might end up being my favorite or that they will be. So I'm interested to see what happens with that. I also don't know what's going on with Gojo. I think I kind of know that he's like the teacher at a school for this kind of stuff, whatever's going on in the show, but I don't know why he wears his blindfold. Like I think I've said before that I don't know if it is to hide his eyes because he's too pretty and it's like a joke, or if his eyes, like I guess maybe his eyes have something to do with his power? I don't know. I also think it'd be interesting if it's one of those things where he kind of blindfolds himself to decrease his power in battle, like kind of decrease his perception and like senses because he's like just that strong kind of thing. But I feel like I'm wondering if it's just going to end up being that his eyes are part of his power, which I have no idea what it is, so I'm really interested to see what that's going to be. And I also know there's like a sentient panda dude, and I'm really interested to see like what's up with him. Like, I guess my main questions are like, was he always like that? Or did he become cursed? Because I feel like those are like a thing in the show. So I'm interested to hear what his backstory is, whatever it might be, if we even get to really delve that deep into it. And yeah, like I said, I'm also interested to see what the power system's gonna be. I think almost with any anime, I'm interested to also know like what the public knows about it. Is it kind of like Tokyo Ghoul, where everyone knows ghouls exist and they just try to avoid them, but there are people that hunt them down? Is it like Chainsaw Man, where there's devils, which is kind of the same thing? The public completely knows about them, but there are just specific people in charge of getting rid of them? Or is it kind of like Demon Slayer, where there's just tales and rumors about demons, and it's not really that anyone's trying to hide that they exist, it's just that some people just don't believe in them because they're not as common? Or is it going to be a kind of show where they're trying to keep whatever that power system is or whatever that supernatural entity a secret, and it's going to be more like people can't know what's going on? So I'm really excited to watch it, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so we're with the pink-haired guy. Okay, so there's Gojo, so I assume... Oh, so is it like he's possessed? I assume they're like trying to figure out what's going on with the evil guy in there and kind of take care of him. Yeah, so I'm also interested to see like what all the characters' like powers are, because like I said, I don't really know the details of the power systems that the actual humans have in this. Okay, so maybe it's that specific girl that needs glasses to see what's going on. And yeah, so I'm guessing it's not that he like splits off into like two bodies, but that it's like a possession thing where sometimes he's himself and sometimes he's the evil dude. Yeah, I'm also interested to see like what's up with the grandpa looking dude. Oh, it is his grandpa, called that. Like, was he also in this line of work? Okay. So is his grandpa in the same line of work, or does he have nothing to do with what's going on? Okay, so there's cursed objects too. That's hilarious. Okay, so he's already into like spirit stuff already. This kind of reminds me of like Mob Psycho 100, even though I've only seen like 3 episodes of it. That's funny. Madani. Yeah, I think it's funny that they really just shut down that idea that it was a vengeful spirit. Moshiroi. So yeah, the humor in this so far seems nice. Oh, there's Megumi. Oh, okay, so you don't need special glasses or anything to see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so it's like ghosts can turn into curses. Okay. Like, is a curse like the ghost of the actual person all the time? Okay, is this, I'm assuming this cursed object is the finger? Maybe? Marco's not even dead. Is Megumi gonna see him and then want to recruit him? Is this My Hero Academia? We're scared because we like it. I assume he probably, like... I assume he gets caught up with the cursed people, like Gojo and all them, because of the finger incident, but I also assume that he's also a good athlete, so maybe they want him for that purpose. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. Also, why does Megumi's hair look like that? Aw. I like this pink-haired guy. He seems like a nice main character. Oh, is there some secret backstory? Every man wants to go out in style, you know? You're a strong kid, so help others. You know, that's a nice quote. Just save as many people as you can, even if it's only one. Oh, this is nice. Like in a sad way, but that's like sweet. Did he die? No, did he die already? Dang. Already the first episode. Dang, so I assume that's kind of part of the reason that he gets like more motivated to kind of help with all the curse stuff going on. Kind of something that helps him like not turn back kind of thing. Is this Megumi? So is it known that like Jujutsu High is like for magic stuff or cursed objects? Okay. I thought it was gonna be like an undercover thing that someone wouldn't just announce or something. Okay, so here he has it, apparently. Here he has the cursed object. If it's the finger. Okay, so it's kind of a thing people have heard about it, but don't necessarily believe in it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting that like schools use them, like that's already kind of incorporated. Ooh, stuff's going down. Aw, dang. I assume it's the occult club people. The atmosphere is important. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm interested to see like how this is gonna lead to the pink-haired guy becoming the Sukuna dude. Okay, so it is the finger. Oh. The lights went out. Oh, okay. Is this something that like normal people can't see, curse things? Okay. What is the spiritual pressure? Okay, yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be interested to see what happens here. Oh, is that it? Something. Okay. Oh, poor girl. Demon dogs? More like cone, am I right? Oh, that's cool! You can eat it? I didn't know I was watching Chainsaw Man. I didn't cry because I was scared. And his grandpa's like a motivator. Okay, so are there multiple curses? Oh no, they're eating the people. Are they gonna live or are they both gonna die? Nice! Look at them go! He rescued her. Oh, he got them both. Did you know people can really die? What a statement. Does it taste good? Oh. No! His doggos! Oh, is it like he's gonna eat the finger to like get strength to help his friend out or something? Look at him being all flexible and not even being trained yet. Ah. So is he gonna eat the finger to help him? Aw. His own troublesome curse. Oh, dang, this is not how I imagined. That's not how I imagined he would end up eating it. That's like, I mean, that's like pretty cool and like noble that he like did that to like save his friend kind of thing. Or save Megumi, save someone. Dang, I do feel like this episode has like put so much stuff like to like set up this world and these characters and like in such a cool way too. Like what a rad character design too though. Wow, what a rad main character. No longer human. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. Bro's like, what? Gojo? Next episode. Jibun no Tameni. Yeah, that was just as a conclusion, wow, that was like such a good episode. Like I said, I think the whole setup of like having his grandpa as someone that he's close to and kind of seeing kind of a more emotional or like family attachment, and then already kind of having that severed in the first episode. I assume his parents aren't around, so just him having like no familial ties anymore, and also his grandpa leaving him with like such a noble, thought-provoking, somewhat inspiring message of like help people no matter what, don't end up like me, I did things wrong, try to be better than me, and try to be better than me in life and all this. Like I thought that concept was so interesting. And then just quickly setting up like his two friends in the occult club, and then kind of showing him facing off like the track and field coach, like not even just another student, but like even the coach for the team, and him just like completely wiping him out. It was also a really interesting way to bring up his like physical prowess and just kind of like his nature or reputation at the school kind of thing was cool. And yeah, and then kind of how Megumi came in. So I'm guessing Jujutsu High isn't a secret, but maybe exactly what they're doing is. Because I wasn't expecting like the main character, pink-haired guy, Itadori, to I wasn't expecting him to like run into Megumi like by chance kind of thing. I thought it was going to be he does something stupid and ended up eating the finger, and then they sense that this curse thing is going on, so they track him down, and then after all this has happened to him, he finally meets like his team, his new group of friends, or his classmates at Jujutsu High or whatever. So I think it's interesting that he's already met Megumi, and they just kind of by chance, by stuff happening on like the track or the rugby field, with that guy dying, and then also him just happening across the finger when Megumi is looking for it kind of thing. So I thought that was a really cool way of them kind of meeting and kind of beginning the process of meeting all these other characters that we see in the intro. So yeah, I'm really excited to keep watching this show. So let me know if there are any requests or if there are any other anime that I should watch or react to, because I know a big one that I have never seen is Attack on Titan, and I know I need to watch that as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of Jujutsu Kaisen. And again, thank you all so much for watching.